Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and we're going to look at another game for the DECO Cassette system. This game is called Scrum Try, and it was created in 1984 by Data East for the DECO Cassette system. And it is a game of rugby. I have not really followed rugby before, but rugby is a little bit like American football, except there's no pads and helmets and whatnot, and the scoring is different. And the players you just try to advance the ball. There's no downs or anything as far as I know. You just try to advance the ball to the other team's goal. And here's the DECO boot up screen. But players can try to tackle you and knock the ball away and then pick it up and go the other way. You can pass it over to other teammates, or at least I'm going off by what I've seen in this game, and you just try to get it, I guess, between the goal posts. I mean, it's not up in the air like in football. You just try to get across the goal with the ball, and that is 4 points for a goal. And then the extra point kick, or the kick, which is like in American football, NFL, is 2 points. There's really not a whole lot else I was able to glean from the game. There is what's called a knock-on, and I didn't get that to happen in the game. A knock-on occurs when a player accidentally knocks the ball forward with a hand or arm, and the team not knocking on will have the advantage of putting the ball into the scrum. And a scrum occurs, just a pile up of guys, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what that's about, but if a knock-on is deemed deliberate, a penalty kick is ordered against the offending side. Sometimes the referee will allow play to continue after a knock-on if he thinks the side not knocking on has gained an advantage from their opponent's error. But I did not do that in this game. And I'm not entirely sure what the rules are in this game about concerning certain things about the game, as in what will constitute a game over, because simply scoring more points than the other team doesn't seem to matter. I mean, you can still get a game over. I think whoever scores on the final play, you have a timer that ticks down. I'm not sure what that is. Was that a streaker or something? But the timer ticks down, and I think if you're not the last team to score when the time runs out, then I think that means game over. But like I said, it's rugby. You don't have NFL helmets and big old pads and stuff. But the enemy will try to knock the ball out from you. The ball can be passed to each other, and there is a knock-on. And then there is the scrum, and the teams just fight for the ball, I guess, and the pink team got it back. You can kick the ball downfield, I guess, or you can pass it to your teammates. You can only control one player at a time. A player that is the same color of you on your team, you can pitch it to because you're facing them. If you get, it's actually pretty easy to score on this game. You just have to. Ooh, he almost scored, but he got the ball taken away at the last second, and then there was the kick upfield. But diving at the opponent while they have the ball will knock it out of their hands. And once they make a diving motion, I think they're pretty much in for the 4 points. And then they give the extra point kick to hopefully get 2 more added on. Goal. That gives them 6 points. We'll go ahead and get started. But you can see at the top it says time. Decent music. And I am the pink team. And the other players dive at me and the ball comes loose. Later on, the opposing team just gets way too fast for you. Early on, it's easy to at least score a couple or a few times. See, the opposing team's not fast enough to catch up to me. You just juke here and there, and you'll be able to shake divers. Yeah, you automatically dive. You don't press a button or anything to dive. And now we'll try a goal kick. You have to get it just about at full height to make it over the power meter. Now I lead 6-0. Yeah, it's pretty unforgiving if you don't get close to full power. You'll miss, and you'll want to get like right in the middle of the goal when you pass through. If you're like way off to the side as you go through, then your extra point attempt is going to be, or extra 2-point attempt is going to be probably missed. But yeah, you press the button when you're on defense to dive at the opposing player and knock the ball out of their hands. And again, you can only control one player at a time. So you're controlling the guy who has the ball. And that again is the only player that can, well, I might still be able to kick the extra point. Yeah. Yep, I got it. Now I lead 12-0. Now the timer is down to 24. And the team that got scored on will always kick it back to the other team. Though they don't kick it very far from the center area. This game's all right. Yeah, it's pretty easy to juke the opponents early and get ahead of them. And there we go. And yeah, the extra point or extra 2-point attempt is placed right about the spot from where you cross the line. And I got it through again. 18-0. And I have 7 seconds left. Yeah, the opponent starts to get a lot better at tackling, at being fast enough to evade you when you're trying to tackle, and moving downfield in particular towards the goal. Yeah, I'm probably gonna miss the extra point this time. Well, the timer started over at 55 seconds. Yeah, see, I just missed it. No goal. You gotta get more towards the center of the goal area when you go through. Oh, they passed backwards. That gave me time to catch up to the guy with the ball. Thank goodness. Yeah, you don't really need to pass too much, at least early on. You can dodge the would-be tacklers pretty easily. Oh, god damn it. Shoo. Yeah, and your other guys cannot recover the ball, which is really stupid. Only you. So I'm trying to find a way to get around these guys and then get a goal. I did pass off once there. Ah, crap. Yep, they're gonna score. They didn't even get a meter. They just kicked, and it's automatically good. Goal. So 22-6. And yeah, I kick off to them, but I don't get kicked very far down the field at all. I really don't know the rules for rugby or anything. Just trying to find a way around there. I passed off. And again, to determine who you're passing off to is the guy that's the same color as you. The same dark color of pink. Now, yeah, the enemy's a lot more proficient at tackling. Get away from me. Shit. Crap. Give me that damn ball. Ah! Well, now the time went 0 and says no side. Okay. Well, then I guess I go to the, to face the next team. Yeah, I'm sorry, I really don't know all of what they're talking about here. No side. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, that's really stupid. They didn't do too well in this getting your teammates involved in the game. They're not involved. They don't do a damn thing for you other than be a guy that you can pass to. Recovering a ball, they don't do any of that. You have to do that yourself, which is really stupid. Damn it! Give me that ball. It's really close to scoring. Yeah, your teammates do nothing about that pass went to nobody. Your teammates do nothing about recovering the ball. That's really stupid. Woohoo! Do they call it a touchdown? I really don't know. In rugby. There we go. Yeah, you want to try to get in the middle of the goal area when you pass through. Otherwise, your extra 2-point try might not make it. Now I've got the ball again. But again, there is a knock on that can occur, and we'll look at the computer do that later on. Actually, we saw that in the demo, didn't we? Will I get another touchdown? Woohoo! Again, I don't know if they call it a touchdown. I don't know much about rugby, period. Oh, yeah, you have to get it just about full power. It's very picky about that. Well, I guess I got 14 seconds, less than that, to collect the ball and take it across the goal line, and again, your teammates don't do a damn thing. And now he's got a touchdown easy. Yeah, that's really stupid about this game, the teammates not really being involved other than catching a pass. That's total crap. 10-6. 6 seconds left. Oh, they call it game over? What the fuck? Okay, I guess I don't know what constitutes a game over. I was leading 10-6. Whatever. But that was Scrum try. You put in your initials. Yeah, we'll look at the demo again. I really don't know who that is. Is that a streaker? I really can't tell. A game of rugby. Never really watched or definitely not played rugby and don't really know much about it. But again, a knock-on occurs when a player accidentally knocks the ball forward with a hand or arm. The team not knocking on will have the advantage of putting the ball into the scrum. If a knock-on is deemed deliberate, a penalty kick is ordered against the offending side. Sometimes the referee will allow play to continue after a knock-on if he thinks the side not knocking on has gained an advantage from their opponent's error. And we saw the knock-on and the scrum again. But yeah, even after this game, I'm not 100% knowledgeable about rugby by any means. But that was Scrum Try by Data East in 1984 for the DECO Cassette system. And too bad he didn't get the touchdown. And again, you can kick the ball downfield to get it away from the enemy. Well, that was Scrum Try by Data East in 1984 for the DECO Cassette system. It's Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Scrum Try, a game of rugby by DECO Data East in 1984 for the DECO Cassette system. Catch you later with another game. See you, folks. Bye-bye.